I'm Nick Byer, welcome to Bucket News for Wednesday, the 26th of October. Today on the show, patchy news and a happy little hand grenade. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and it's been a patchy kind of news day in the best possible way. World of Warcraft's 7.1 patch rolled out overnight, along with a whole host of minor tweaks to classes and spells. The patch brings with it the return of Karazhan, which you may remember from the most recent Hearthstone expansion, or you might be trying to forget from the most recent Warcraft film. The patch unlocks a 5-player mythic dungeon with the ruined tower, as well as some new world quests and mounts, which, over the next 9 weeks, will tell the story leading to Nighthold. Along the same quest line, the patch has added a 3-boss raid dungeon called the Trial of Valor, which won't be playable until the 8th of November. So some hefty content drops there for WoW, but Elite Dangerous sees those changes and raises aliens. The latest Elite Dangerous update, known as The Guardians, has brought on a heap of new content, including ship-launched fighters, an entirely new career path, and potentially some deadly sentient life. The update allows players to build a fighter launch bay inside their own ship, provided they have room for it. From here, they can launch a small assault vehicle, effectively doubling their ship-to-ship defenses. The new career path rests on the addition of passengers. Players are now able to take on tourists, or VIPs, or smugglers, and make a living transporting people around the game's 400 billion star systems. Because even in the future, we're gonna need some Uber drivers. As far as aliens are concerned, since the game launched, people have been spotting signs of Thargoids, the nasty race from the original 1984 Elite. The update promises more mysteries surrounding alien life, and the talk is that the return of the Thargoids may be imminent. I assume I'm saying Thargoids correctly. It sounds like a lump I should probably have looked at. And finally, in Patchland, The Division. Ubisoft has made some big changes to the way The Division's single-player leveling works. Update 1.4 introduces world tiers, which lets players level 30 and above choose how difficult they want the world NPCs to be. This in turn affects the loot those enemies drop. By running in the main world on the highest tier, players should be able to get high-end loot without having to venture into the PvP dark zone. And then presumably proceed to wear that gear alone on a park bench because no one is playing that game anymore. But to a game that way too many people are playing, GTA Online has a dirty, cheating population, and Rockstar is going to bankrupt the baddies. There's a huge problem with hackers and exploiters in GTA Online, and that has seen the rise of some dirty money. Filthy rich individuals who cheated and stole their way to the top. You know, those dirty people who ruin the fun for everybody else, the giant buttholes. In a post on GTA 5's forums, Rockstar explained how they're going to be dealing with these butty individuals. Quote, "To keep the gameplay environment fair, we have removed illegitimately gained in-game money from player accounts. If you received an alert saying that your shared bank balance was adjusted, that is because you had illegitimate funds in your bank account. For those who are naughty enough to receive an account suspension, they'll suffer a worse fate. Quote, in addition, your GTA Online characters will be reset. All GTA Online progress, property, and inventory will be reset." Moving on, and remember how we were all wondering how Battlefield 1 would treat World War I with nuance and respect? Well, it turns out they did a great job. Until yesterday, when EA's chief competition officer Peter Moore tweeted out this image with the caption, "Trench warfare requires specialty equipment and clothing, thus is born the Battlefield 1 onesie with pockets for melee weapons and Doritos," perfectly undercutting the nuance and tact that Battlefield 1 showed in its single-player campaign. The tweet was deleted soon afterwards. My question, who is still eating Doritos? Are Americans hiding some great innovative Dorito flavors that we don't have here in this country? Let me know in the comments. And to end on a nice note, Hearthstone may have just teased the next expansion. The Hearthstone Twitter account shared a postcard from Gadgetzan, the trading post run by goblins, and the front page of the Gadgetzan Gazette. If it's based on goblin lore, we'll likely see a flood of greed-based cards and some fancy mechanical contraptions. We're gonna rob a bank! We can only speculate right now. It's a bank! But with BlizzCon coming next week, I doubt we'll be left in the dark for too much longer. Dark, like in a bank vault. Here's something we let out of the vault though. It's the thing of the day. It's not in a vault. They're all publicly available on YouTube. Thing of the day. In Battlefield 1, J-Boy shows us why patience can be a soldier's most rewarding asset. Song of the day. Alright, that's it for Pocket News today. My Pocketeers, if you didn't watch it last night, make sure you check out last night's episode of Good Game, which is available on iView or YouTube, so you don't need to go back to last night. You can watch it whenever. And this afternoon on the Pocket YouTube channel, I am joined by Goose as we talk through Bethesda's strange new embargo policies. Do you have a strange embargo policy? Then let me know in the Pocketeers Facebook group or Steam group. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's thing of the day was made by John Pseudonym, if that is your real name, which I don't imagine it is because your last name is Pseudonym. Unless your last name is Pseudonym. So then how would you get a pseudonym? It's too long to talk about this stuff because there's a blinking red light on the camera which indicates the battery's about to run out. Until we next send my Pocketeers, Nick, bye out. Mwah! Oh, Pete's so tense. We just made it, buddy. We just made
I am so happy that you are here with me because let me tell you.
Oh no! Why? I'm scared he's gonna come back to... Shit, they're onto me.